All right, we are on the dirt trail now, Discovery Point trailhead. Discovery Point is in 1 mile. Hiking below rim prohibited. Roger, Dodger, we won't do that. Here's a little viewpoint. Let's check this out. I can't get over the water, how blue it is. Alright, I don't know if we're supposed to be, if that's a real trail or not. I don't think it was. Alright, every time I try and stop filming, it's just another viewpoint. I wish I had enough batteries to film this continuous 1 to 2 miles along the rim here. One of my batteries died that I bought a year or two ago. One of the aftermarket batteries. So I'm down to 2. I'll have to buy some more. So I'll have, they come in packs of 3. Ah, so neat. Jeez. One of a kind. Alright, here's another look.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. Oh, how beautiful is that? I mean, the picture, you can
All right, another few feet, another viewpoint. Getting closer to the island. Oh, I think I see. So over there, there's a place you can jump off rocks. I think I see the trail going down to it. It goes down past behind the island, basically. You parkway over there. So neat. See how steep the trail is though. Kind of steep. 850 feet of elevation gain to Discovery Point, I think it said. We can do it. Alright, here's another view. Probably have another mile of views before we start headed west. Be nice if there was some thunderclouds in the distance, maybe tomorrow. The trail is really nice though. Look at this. On this little rock jutting out. But I'm in the very middle of it, in the back. Not going up to the edge. Alright. This is kind of neat how it shows the drop off in the rock layers. So on the island there's actually 2 little docks and then tents for people to stand under if it's raining and they're waiting for the boats to come pick them up. The water is awesome. Wow. Way cool. First I didn't know if you could spend 4 days here or 4 nights, but you can. Oh, that is neat with the dead tree. There's plenty to do if you're hiking. We missed the flowers though. That would have been neat. All right, we're almost to that next parking lot. And we should go left to the west soon. In the next half mile, I think we'll be at our trail junction. Ah, so neat. Oh, you can't see the Rim Village from here because there's a, oh, yeah, you can. I can see the, I see a building. Oh, so that picnic area goes up the hill. That looks steep. We're gonna try that one of these days when we come back up to do the top stuff on that side. Oh, it's kind of neat to see the cars. Okay, you definitely get more viewpoints hiking than driving on the road and just stopping at the parking lots. Here's like our 10th one, it seems. Ah, that is neat. That tree has been topped and it's still growing at the bottom. All right, here's another sign. Watchman Lookout, 2.4 miles. We're going about halfway there and we take a left. Another view. Back in the shade. Just went up a really steep part of the trail past that parking lot though. So neat. I think I see another boat down there. Yep. There's the road down there. I'm so glad that there is no wildfire smoke. Wow. So that is looking west. It's the way we're gonna go when we get off this trail. It's so neat. You come walking through the trees and the shade and you get views like this all of a sudden. It reminds me of a little Lake Tahoe basically. I gotta hike down there someday on the Rim Trail, Tahoe Rim Trail. I love walking through the trees like this. It's so cool. It's getting hot in the sun. Hopefully the camera is not having problems with the low light. This is pretty neat. We just spent 5 minutes talking to 2 PCT hikers. One was from Belgium and one from England. And they started May 7th, was it? Or no, April, end of April. I can't remember now. We've talked to so many hikers already today. So it sounds like they're at the end of the bubble now. All right, we got a little more up to do. Then it should level out again. It's very sandy, dusty here. All right, you can see the Rim Village about 12:30 in the video. Oh, I think we're almost up. This section at least is steep right here. All right, here's a cool section. We were just talking to some Minnesota people. Lady goes, she hates the cold, the winters, and she grew up in Minnesota. Wow, this could be our last awesome viewpoint. Wow, so the lake is so cold, the water off of it feels amazing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we gotta go up this somehow. Ooh. Yeah, this is neat. We need to get to our turnoff though, so we start going down. Alright, I promise you this might be our last viewpoint. Because we're going down and I see the sign at the road. We're going to take a left. That's amazing. We are going that way. Alright, last viewpoint of the lake today. We're getting on the Lightning Spring trailhead. To the PCT. All right, here it is, Lightning Springs trailhead. Pacific Crest Trail, 4 miles. Once we get there, we go south. Permit required for camping. All right, there's the looking south, and we are walking northwest at the moment. And the road, the Rim Road, is in front of us, going up the hill. But I should be back in the trees shortly for the rest of the day, hopefully. There's a campground in 1 mile. We might take a break there, eat some food, make some electrolyte waters. It's nice to get off the touristy trail. I mean, it's fun talking to people, but you feel like you're backpacking now. Like, there's no tourists on this trail. This is PCT people now and day hikers like us who are kind of backpacking. We're just not camping. What a beautiful day though. Glad I could bring you all along. So here's the Lightning Springs camp. It's like a 1/10 of a mile off the trail, it looks like, at least. And you go down. But we are staying on the PCT. 3 more miles, or no, the Lightning Springs Trail. We're not on the PCT yet. We have 3 more miles to the PCT. We went a mile already. Time flies when you're going downhill. So we're looking for a good spot to take a break at this point. Oh, shade is awesome. All right, we just had a little snack break and made some electrolyte water. And this area had a lot of trees die from a little fire, it looks like. But if you look straight in front of us up the hill, you can see the rock wall. The road is up there. It's wild. I'm glad this fire didn't spread very far though. It's like literally just right here in this little valley, it looks like. Probably lightning caused, I would imagine. Look at this little trail magic. I think this is the outflow of Lightning Springs, which is the trail's named after that. Looks like very nice water. It makes me wonder if it's groundwater coming out from Crater Lake. I bet it is. It's really neat. With the grasses and stuff growing along it. Very green. Then you get out here and everything's all brown. So the fire did come up this valley, but it didn't burn every tree, luckily. So it could have been worse. No idea when this fire happened. Looks like a while ago. Probably a decade at least. Probably halfway to the Pacific Crest Trail though by now. Sure is easy going downhill though. I love it. Makes for a fun hike. All right. This kind of shows how the fire was hit or miss. Like some trees totally destroyed and others nothing wrong with them. You see all the trees on the ground that have fallen over. Some big trees too. Too bad. It's been a good year though for lack of fires in Washington and Oregon. Yeah, hopefully it stays that way for we can just get through the next 4 to 6 weeks. Be golden. All right, the evidence of the fire damage is definitely getting worse. And yeah, based on the trees growing, this probably happened 10, 15 years ago. It takes many years before the seeds even start growing for some reason. I don't know why. Must have to get enough wetness to germinate them. And then initially, these trees don't grow very fast if they're like our house. And then I think on average they'll grow a foot or two a year. Wow, look at that view. That's pretty neat though. It almost looks like somewhere out east, like the Smoky Mountains or something. It's still neat. I feel like we're in Washington, kind of. Not sure what part of Washington though. Like eastern, maybe northeastern. Pretty neat. A lot of chipmunks and stuff I'm hearing. Yeah, this area was devastated by the fire. Just turn the corner and bam, you see the devastation really good now. I'll have to find out when this fire was. Now I'm really curious. ruined the Crater Lake experience for people when it happened. I wonder if Crater Lake was closed, because it basically almost went right up to the road at that one point. It's a nice trail though. It's meandering slowly down, not very steep. Very fun. All right, I'm waiting for my other half. Blue Magic. She is getting tired. We're gonna have to take a nap, she said soon. Or she's gonna take a nap. Here she comes. Bright ray of sunshine walking around the corner. All right. I do love the little trees like this when they're growing, like little Christmas trees. Yeah, I hope we're not in this burn area forever. It'd be nice to get back into a shady forest. Look at all those little trees. There's a little guy on the trail. Or gal. One of the two. Alright, I'm pretty sure the PCT is somewhere down in that valley. And then we're going to take a left, go south. Alright, I think we're down in the valley. Should be hitting the Pacific Crest Trail soon. Nice and flat. It's unbelievable how much of Oregon is burned. I mean, I know a lot of these are lightning caused fires, which is better than human caused fires. And it's good to see the trees growing back like they're supposed to. It's still sad though. I mean, in human people terms, we're such a short timeline on this planet. I don't think we always understand how things happen. We want them to be the same all the time and never change. People don't like change. But it does make me happy to see all the little trees growing, just like nature intended after fires. I have lots of time to think when you're hiking. So I don't understand why some people, they'll have their earbuds in, listen to things. I don't like listening to things. I like to hear nature. Just think about things. I don't need to hear someone talking. That's why I try not to talk all the time though, because I know you don't want to hear someone talking either all the time. Me. Apologize for that. Try to keep it fun though. I definitely feel like I am in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you take away Crater Lake and we are in the middle of nowhere. No towns anywhere near us. Feels like the Eagle Camp Wilderness in Northeast Oregon. Yay! Out of the fire burned area for the moment. Hopefully it lasts. This is like the edge of the fire area, it looks like. Getting green again. Oh, more shade. And I think we're like 1/10 of a mile, 2/10 of a mile away from the PCT. We're gonna go south, take a left. And that'll be 6.5 miles for the day. And my guess is we have 6 to 8 miles left to the campground from at that point. Hopefully there's a sign. It'll be about 2 p.m. We'll have 6 hours of decent daylight left. It's dark about 8:30, 8:45. It's dark. We have flashlights though, so a headlamp, so we're prepared today. I made sure. Don't want to walk through these woods in the pitch black dark. It is getting warm for sure though. I mean, it's probably only 75, but the sun is pretty intense. Yeah, it was weird how the fire went through here, and in some areas it just didn't burn everything. That's good though. Hoping we cross a river or stream at some point. We have our filter. It'd be nice to get some cold water. Top off. We each brought 3 liters, so a little under a gallon. Wow, we made it finally. Pacific Crest Trail. Ah, Bibby Stock Campus to the left, Dutton Creek Trail to the right. So we're gonna look for a place in the shade now and take a break and figure out how far it is. I'm hoping it's no more than 8 miles, but we're gonna look at far out, try and figure it out. And I can't get over how all this area has burned in the past 10, 15 years. It's pretty hot now actually in the sun. All right, we had a nice little break by the stream, topped off our water, probably drank a bottle and a half, feel better. And we're on the Pacific Crest Trail now, going south toward Mazama Campground, 7 miles away. And I'm just looking forward to getting out of the old burn zone. It is very sunny, warm. This poor clearing got burned to a crisp. I don't know when we're gonna get out of this burn area. Just goes on forever, it seems. I'll let you know though, because I'll be happy for sure. All right, here comes Blue Magic. So I went across the log. I think the rocks, yeah, they're way easier. I would do that next time. But I think we're on the edge of the fire zone again. If we can only just get into the full-blown forest that hasn't burned. Oh, I've drank a ton of water. We drank a lot of caffeine yesterday driving here. Not a lot of water. Then we had coffee and more caffeine for breakfast. So, trying to drink a lot of water now. This is really fun though. Ah, breeze feels good. It's 3:45. We have a little under 5 miles to get to the campground. And I'm hoping we're in the shade finally. This feels awesome. We're hoping Zoe had a good day. My fear is that she slept so much, she'll be up all night tonight. Hopefully we got some new neighbors today. Hopefully they entertained her. So this is going to be about a 14-mile day, which is perfect. So we've been told vast stretches of the Oregon Pacific Crest Trail look like this. And then you have a few viewpoints here and there. Just walking through trees. I like it though. I think any forest you're walking through is fun. Don't need views all the time. Just love being out in nature. It's very refreshing. If I already said that, I apologize. I'm pretty tired. Been drinking a lot. I think we were dehydrated earlier. We're at, oh gosh, we're at like 7,000 feet, I think. Or no, 8,000 feet. Somewhere in there. We're pretty high. Campground's at like 7,000 feet. Fun though. Just us and the bears now. I don't think we'll see any. We saw 2 hikers since we got off of the rim trail in the last like 6 miles or 7 miles. And I don't think we'll see any more today. The 2 hikers we saw were doing the loop also. They passed us. I love trails like this. You and nobody else. Oh yeah, I think we're getting out of the burn area finally. I see nothing but healthy trees. Well, we're on the edge of it right here, you can see. I almost wonder if this was a buffer area that when they cut these trees down to make a fire break on the left. So, well, some look burned, but most don't. So it's like they were using the trail as a fire break, access, which is really cool. Walking in with their stuff and ATVs probably, maybe, I don't know. It's wide enough. All right, I think we have another water source coming up. There's been a ton of them since we got on the PCT going south. Yeah, and there's another one in 9/10 of a mile after this. They're all very good so far. Looks awesome. God, that's neat. Little oases. Alright. Oh. Got my waterproof boots on, luckily. 1 foot in the water. We are definitely out of the fire burn area, which is awesome. I think for the rest of the hike we won't be in a burn area. I want to say 4 miles left, maybe. maybe slightly less. Getting close. 2 hours, hopefully. Yeah, I think that the altitude and the dry air and then the direct sunlight definitely wore us out. We're not used to 7,000, 8,000 feet, 9,000. At one point we were at 9,000, I think, at the rim. We were pretty high. I'll have to verify that. We're thinking about taking an easy day tomorrow and not going up to the top again. Save that for Saturday. We will see. We finally hit the infamous Oregon forest wall of trees on the trail. For the last like 2 miles, we've just been walking through this. No views. It's still fun though, like I've said earlier. I mean, we're out here, that's all that matters. And you definitely make good time. It's not very steep, trail's very wide. This looks like an old road. I think we're 2.5 miles from the campground. Tomorrow we're gonna, I think, take it easy, do some short loop hikes by the campground. We're pretty wore out. It was fun though. I'll have drank like a gallon of water by the time we get back. Luckily we had that creek and I got 1.5 liters of water there, fresh water. It was awesome. It was cold. I drank all that before it got hot. But hope you're enjoying this awesome hike. Showcasing Crater Lake Rim Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail in Oregon. It's always fun to walk on the PCT just to get like little glimpses of what it's like. All right, we started our last uphill climb of the day. Got some views again. It's like a 400-foot elevation gain over, gosh, probably a fourth of a mile, third of a mile. It's pretty steep for the PCT. Switch backing up. Oh, we got a sign coming up. No idea what it says. I love signs though. This is our trail. Annie Springs Trail. Mazama Village. Awesome. So we're going down now. And that's PCT South. We might do that yet. We're gonna see how this is. I think we're closer to being back than we realized. Oh, I might need ice cream. I am hot. Just want to eat ice cream for dinner. They've got these really good ones. Well, they got tons of good ice cream at the campground store. I'll show you which one I get if I get one. We are walking down the Annie Springs Trail to the Mazama Campground. And we were going to walk up this all the way to the Rim Village and then back. But now that we know there's a trolley, we will never walk up this. We'll always ride up in the trolley. So like when we go up to the rim again, we'll walk back on part of this trail again. Pretty steep though going down. So all the PCT hikers, it's like a 1.5 mile detour. They gotta go down it and then back up it to get back on the PCT. But this is a major resupply spot because there's really nothing else in the area. There's a water spigot thing here. Wow, that is weird. I wonder if there's a well there. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, there is a well here. That is pretty cool. I wonder if that's for the campground. It's weird, it's way up here. But as I was saying, the PCT hikers, they can send boxes here to the campground store and they hold their boxes, resupply boxes. And there's showers. I think it's free camping for them. There's resupply, food. Just a nice place to take a break. For sure. So this detour is worth it. I mean, you've hiked 1,800 miles or so by the time you get here. You can, what's a 2.5 mile detour round trip? Wow, it's steep though. Jeez. I better put this camera away here. All right, we made it to the highway in the park. And it looks like there's a trail that goes to the campground. I was afraid we were gonna have to follow the road, so that's awesome. Wow, it's a nice little creek. There's like a little dam thing there. This is the water supply for the village for sure. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh. Okay, we're crossing the road. Annie Creek Canyon. Mazama Village, half a mile. Sight for sore eyes. Mazama Village to the right, Annie Creek Loop to the left. Pacific Crest Trail 1 mile behind us. Alright. I gotta see if my wife wants to go to the village first or the campground. Probably the campground. Because we need to check on Zoe. Alright, campground is to our right. We just gotta find the right loop now. Hopefully there's signs. My guess is this is the first loop, like A loop or B loop. All right, I have a feeling this is our loop and we're gonna check it out. I think it is C loop. Oh, feels good to be back. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this is us. Oh, it's B loop. We're close to C though.